Your host, Kike and we are about to kickstart Real Talk. Real Talk.
For our listeners, we have the special guest on our show today is Barrister Allen Onyema, and he is the CEO of Airpeace, the notable Nigerian who took it upon himself to bring back Nigerians from South Africa during the period of crisis for free. Lagos, Niger, for free. Welcome again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, I would like to ask you, sir, why did you make the move you made to bring Nigerians back?
First of all, I was seeing pictures of hopelessness in South Africa, pictures of helplessness, the pictures of my compatriots, Nigerians, stuck in South Africa. And I was listening to the South African government officials lampooning my country and calling my country a country of drug pushers and scammers. They were demeaning our integrity, and they were kind of giving tacit support to those who were doing these xenophobic attacks. So I felt that our compatriots shouldn't lose their lives on the platter of carelessness and on the platter of stupidity amongst the South African people who have showed a lot of ingratitude to what this country did for them. So I decided to send in my jet to go and bring back Nigerians free of charge in order to let the world know that we as Nigerians, we may have our differences within, but we started to show the world that nobody can break our resolve to be together.
Yeah, one unity. Oh, wow. That was so awesome of you. Thank you so much once again. And this leads to the next question. How do we quell the xenophobia or totally eradicate this in Africa?
Well, first of all, it's for governments of all nations in Africa to take adequate care of their youth and make sure they create the enabling environment to make sure there are jobs. There's an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And when businesses thrive, investments will come in and jobs will be created for the youth. What happened in South Africa, they decided it was kind of misplaced anger. Nobody took their jobs. The Nigerians that are there, I'm helping them. Nobody took their jobs. But instead of them to face their government, they're trying to face innocent black African brothers. Why were they not doing the same thing to other people, other races?
Oh, wow.
So it was just an escapist route and sheer cowardice that made them to do what they were doing. They failed to face their issues, objectively and headlong. They were looking for people, and their government also, in order to cover up their inadequacy, tried to channel their mindset to people of other nations, and that was very, very bad. So I decided to restore the dignity of this country, and that we've achieved. Nigeria has been respected since we started the evacuation, because there are so many African countries who couldn't do evacuation, and there are people who are kind of saying, I wish I was a Nigerian at this moment.
True, yeah.
And that brought pride to all Nigerians all over the world.
Yes.
And that restored our dignity as a people. And these are my motivation. And I thank God Almighty for using one to achieve this. And about stopping xenophobic attacks, what we did, what Airpeace did, has spelled the beginning of the end of xenophobic attacks in South Africa. It's a matter of time if we stop. Nobody wanted to do to them what we did to them. So evacuation is not a good thing for any country.
Sure.
It does not send the right signal about the country's safety and security. So the moment it was announced that Airpeace was going to evacuate Nigerians, they went to the Nigerian High Commission to beg. When the High Commissioner told them that it wasn't the government of Nigeria, but the Nigerian private citizen that was doing it, and there was no way they could stop me, they now went to their airport and instructed their immigration officials to wait for us. That was why we were able to evacuate only 187 the very first day, instead of about 320 that were lined up. Because they started frustrating us, frustrating them, stamping their passports that if you should go, don't go. But if you want to go, we ban you from coming to South Africa for 10 years.
Wow.
And some of them had their businesses still there. Some of them had things they needed to sell, but they wanted to run out of the country first and come back, sell those things, and relocate to Nigeria permanently. If they were to go, they will lose those things permanently. So some of them now withdrew. So they were trying to frustrate the evacuation because they know they knew that the evacuation would send a wrong signal, and it did. So it was a non-violence action I undertook. In non-violence parlance, we call it direct action. I didn't hurt anybody. I only told them, okay, my people are rough pushers, people are scammers, people are this, all the negative things in the world, they hit them on Nigerians. Fine, thank you. I want to take them back to our nation so that they won't do those things to you. Why are you now stopping us? So they knew that we sensitized the world against them by doing evacuation.
Thank you so much, sir, for that.
When we went there to do the second one, we carried out 315 of them, brought them back. And Nigerians bonded the last 2 weeks. Everybody was talking about Nigeria, and that is my joy.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Because of time, I think I would like to ask you the next question, which says that President Buhari is on the way to South Africa to meet with the president of South Africa on this issue. So, my question is, what is your advice on how Africa can tackle this recurring challenges using our power?
Well, like I said, primarily, the first thing to do is to tackle the issues of unemployment. When people are gainfully employed, they don't look for a place to go and make trouble. Issues of unemployment should be tackled. South Africa and others who are also, find it very easy to blame others for their woes should tackle unemployment in their country. So African nations, African leaders should start talking about how to address the issues of unemployment in their countries. At the same time, even in Nigeria should also make it possible or impossible for people to continue running out of the country, not minding whether they die on the Mediterranean Sea or die in South Africa, xenophobic attacks, and so many other places, or in Libya. We should make this country, everyone should join hands with the government. It shouldn't be left for governments alone. There should be concerted efforts, even by you people in media, to address the youths against vices, to let them know that even in the midst of lack in Nigeria, there is also plenty. It's just a matter of looking around your environment, look at the challenges, and look for things to ways of preferring solutions to the challenges we have. If you're the first person to bring a solution to the challenge in your community, you become a billionaire instantly. So, Nigeria and Africa Africa as a whole is a virgin land yet to be tapped.
You're right.
So, African countries, we don't have any reason whatsoever running abroad. You just have to encourage our people to stay put. There are so many things to be done here. Agriculture is there. So many things to be done with little money also. But who will help educate people that there are things, opportunities around them?
Yeah.
Yes. All those countries we are running to, they are saturated already. America is saturated. Britain is saturated.
Sure.
There's nothing there for you.
Sure.
What we enjoy there is good infrastructure, good roads, good constant light and all that. But life does not begin and end with good roads.
So much. I think this leads to my last question, that are you open or aspiring to join politics? What's your plan for Nigeria, and what's your own plan? Let us know if you have any political aspiration. In 1 minute, sir.
Let me say this, and for the opt-in time, if you know my history, or if you knew my history, you may not have even asked me the question. When I did this evacuation is just a small part of what I've done for this country. Right from my school days, I've been living the life of giving. I could share my provisions given by my parents with others. I don't hold on tight to wealth. So whatever I've been doing for this country should not be given any political coloration. So I've been doing what I did recently all my life. The Niger Delta question that had to do with the militants. I can boast that I single-handedly contributed 80% to the death of violent militants in the Niger Delta. You read the history, you'll see. I've done a lot of things. So I started this right from primary school. Did I have any political ambition when I was in primary school or secondary school or through the university? Through my little years, graduating as a lawyer at the age of 23.
Oh wow. Thank you so much. Nigeria, you've heard it all. Don't hold on to wealth, because everything in life is seasonal. Let's take a moment to appreciate what our notable Nigeria has done in this period of crisis, remembering his action of Barrister Onyema, the CEO of Airpeace, who have offered his airplanes to help transport Nigerians back to the country from South Africa for free. Gosh, this was what we were expecting from our government. We celebrate your labor of love towards this country, and thank you again for joining us.
Your host, Kike.